Today in Can Haz Armory, what to do if you have long hair, unlike me, and need to do something with it when you're fencing. Okay, so if, unlike myself, you have hair, long hair actually, you have to do something with it because the rules say you cannot block any part of target area with your hair in foil and saber, so it can't go down the back and block target. Also, same for epee, though it's not a target blockage, it's more of a catching hazard, but still may block a hit. So the hair can't be there. You know, above the collar is fine. They don't like it below the collar or any longer than that. What if you have long hair? Okay, you have several options. You could bun it up, and the only thing, if you're gonna put a bun in, making it a bun, please make sure it does not interfere with the tongue of the mask in any way, shape, or form. Don't put it under the tongue, so it's actually the tongue's on top of it, because it'll interfere with the mask ability to stay on. Make sure it's below the bun, off to the side. You can tell who, if a female fence is right left-handed, if she's right-handed, she'll have a ponytail come off the high part of her head between the tongue and the side of the mask right here. And we hang that's fine. If it's really long though, if it's too long to easily bun up, stuff it down your lame, or down the back of your jacket if it's an epee. Do something on those lines. I will tell you a quick story. And fencers in Southern California of my vintage, competing in the late 90s, early 2000s, should remember this guy. Got out of my club, his name was Freewind. That was his name. He's half Mongolian, half Cheyenne, for which he blames the railroad. Pause where he looks up in the history books. He was about 6'1", reed thin, and had a ponytail that when braided hit the back of his shins. Unbraided, it actually hit the floor. And the only thing he could do with it was to stuff it down his jacket, down the back. It looked like a tail hanging out the back of his lame. Later on, he went with dreadlocks, which is a lot easier to work with in that manner. But when it was a ponytail, it's stuffed on the back of his lame, so it didn't interfere. And that's what you have to do sometimes. If you have enough hair to deal with it, you gotta find some way to make sure it doesn't interfere with your opponent's ability to hit, doesn't present a catching hazard. So bun it up, put it to the side, cut it short if you feel that need, stuff down the back of your jacket or lame. Happy armoring.